Let's test drive Webpack on our workspace. So we've got container created. So what I want to do, I want to install Next application, and just to see if everything is working as expected. But before I'm gonna do that, I was thinking that it's gonna be a good idea to actually add View Cli in our Docker file. So every time project is instantiated, we don't have to actually go and install these dependencies manually. So what we're gonna do, as you can see on View Cli page, we can install npm package globally for View Cli. So that's what I'm gonna do. So after we installed Node, still as a workspace user, we're gonna install some packages with npm, and we can do that with run npm install globally View Cli, but there is additional flag we need to pass, which is quiet. So every time you want to install any package with through Docker file, you need to specify this flag. Next, we will need View Cli init as well. That's required for Next application to be created, so do init. And now let me quickly switch to my terminal. Go on, and let's recreate our workspace container. That should take just a moment, and I think that's it. So now if I SSH into container, let's quickly create a Next application. So I'm gonna search for Next. Here we go. So get started, and here is the command we need to run. So let's paste that, and we can okay, one sec. Okay, so we're gonna call our project client. So as you can see, View Cli is already installed, so we are able to generate new project, and looks like everything worked just fine. So let's cd into our client directory and run npm install. So let's install dependencies. That will take just a few moments. And looks like all was done. So let's quickly start development server. So we're gonna do npm run dev. Let me just resize this so you can see the browser. So it looks like Webpack is starting. It's building modules and so on. So actually in this tab. So it looks like everything was compiled, and we should be able to start our application on localhost port 3000. This is the port we exposed, and something is wrong, and this is the issue with Webpack itself, because the server is bind to localhost. So what we need to do, we need to do a small change. So if I inspect the contents of package.json, what we need to do in our scripts, so for Next we need to specify host and port. So we can do that with host, and we're gonna specify host as 0000, and we want port 3000, and we would have to do the same for Next start. So let me quickly do that. Host and port 3000, and I think we are done in here. So let's save the file, and now if we try to run npm run dev, we should be all to go. So as you can see, now Webpack is using the host 0000 port 3000. So that should allow us to access the page within the browser. And looks like everything was compiled successfully. So let's try again, let's refresh, and as you can see, we can see our application, and we've got the log of things, what's happening. So let's quickly try to edit our code base. So if I go to the client and go to the pages and try to edit this component, so let's just do next project on Docker, and let's save that. And as you can see, everything is working fine. We get the browser sync and everything, so I think that's looking pretty good.